Hi guys,
I'm Paige.
I'm Hosea, and today we are going to discuss how these new revised URA guidelines are going to affect the 1 and 2 beders out in the market.
And if you're considering to get 1 or 2 beders for own stay or investment, please stay tuned!
On 17 October, URA announced a revision to the guidelines on the maximum dwelling units in the non-landed residential development outside of Central Region. In short, with this change, the maximum number of units in the development will decrease. If I'm a developer, my main aim is to maximize my profits. So now that I know my maximum number of units has decreased, it's only logical for me to build more units that are larger in size than the smaller one to maximize my GFA. So you will see a trend of lesser and lesser 1 and 2 beders out in the market. And even if there is, the size will also increase. So now...
Hold on. Let us first explain what is GFA.
So gross floor area is the total amount of living space that a developer can build on a piece of land. And this living space refers to your bedrooms, your kitchen, and your living room. So the current formula to determine the maximum dwelling units is GFA over 70 square meters. With effect from 17 January, it will be GFA over 85 square meters. This applies to all new flats and condominium outside of Central Region, except for these 9 areas. Instead of 85 square meters, it will be 100 square meters.
Now that you understand what is GFA, remember the formula that Hosea mentioned? Here? Currently, the 70 square meter is actually the average size of a unit that a developer can build under the URA guidelines. So the formula GFA over 70 is to calculate the maximum number of units that a developer can build in a plot of land. Okay, I'll give you an example. For example, we have a plot of land at Pasir Panjang. GFA is 20k, and with the current 70 square meter, developers can build a maximum unit of 285.7. Round it down, it will be 285 units. So with these new changes in place, the average size become 85 or 100. So for 85 square meter, the developer can build 235 units, and for GFA over 100, it will be 200 units. So for this plot of land in Pasir Panjang, there will be about 30% decrease in the total maximum units that the developer can build with effect next year, 17 January. Investors. They are usually the one who prefer 1 or 2 beders. However, with this new guideline, there will be a trend of bigger units, so investors might have to pay more. However, please note that the size of the unit does not always justify the amount of rental fee. So investors might face some issues. Let me just quote you an example. Imagine you're looking to rent a 2 beders in Pasir Panjang. You have listed 2 units. Same location, both new, just TOP. Condo A has 70 square meter and the asking price is 3,500. Condo B, 100 square meter and asking price is 5,000. If you're looking to rent, would you choose to pay an additional 1.5 per month for 30 square meter of space?
Well, if you are looking for a bigger space, then you might choose Condo B if budget is not an issue. But if you are just looking for comfortable living space, you might be inclined to Condo A. And many times, as a landlord of Condo B, you might have to readjust your rental prices to stay competitive in the market. Hence, your rental yield and return on investment will be lowered. Okay, so far you have been hearing all the negative stuff. Time for good news! If you're a buyer looking for own stay, it would benefit you as you get to enjoy a larger living space, as there will be a trend for developers to build larger units. Also, with the decrease in the maximum dwelling units, the density of the development will be lowered, which means there are lesser people to share your common facilities.
If you're investors looking for 1 or 2 beders and you want new condo launches, you might want to start looking now before it takes effect next year.
And for own stay buyers looking for a larger space, watch out for new condo launches next year. But do remember, with an increase in size, there will be an increase in price. So start saving up now!
I hope you have a clearer understanding of the revised URA guideline and how it's going to affect the buyers and the investors. If you have any inquiries or different perspective, feel free to comment down below. Thank you! Bye-bye!
Bye.